my fellow gardening gals and guys, welcome back to my channel, Serenity Now Garden. My name's Jeannie and I garden in a zone 4B. So today I'm just going to show you a couple different plants I have here. I was able to go shopping over the weekend. There was a lot of sales since it was Labor Day weekend. I'm going to show you a couple things that I got, and then I'm going to plant these out in my landscape, and I'll kind of show you where I'm going to plant them. Not positive where all these are going yet, but let me start with this first. This is the one I'm most excited about. I have been looking for this plant everywhere this year. It's a brand new proven winners plant called String Theory Amsonia. I don't have any Amsonia, and this one is really cool. Let me put a picture on the screen so you could see what it looks like fully grown. But this plant gets 24 inches tall, 32 inches wide, hardy in zone 4 through 9. This blooms late spring, and what's really cool about this plant, as you can see in the pictures, it has like this thread-like leaves. They're like soft, but it looks a lot different than regular Amsonia, but it does get like these pretty blue flowers. What I really like about this one is that it turns a yellow in the fall that looks really cool. So I'm really looking forward to that. There's not a whole lot of perennials that turn yellow in fall, but are like green and gorgeous in the spring. This is a brand new proven winners plant. That's probably why I couldn't find it. This one was actually 75% off because it doesn't look all that great, but you know, it's a little small, but I think it'll be fine. You know, we have plenty of time for it to root in this season, and we'll see how it looks in the spring. So again, that's String Theory Amsonia. All right, you guys, so this one I got for $2.75. It was 75% off as well. It was like one of those red dot sales. This is chocolate Joe Pye Weed. Let me show you a close up here. This one's just starting to bloom. This one, it got a little dried out. I'll also put a picture on the screen of what it looks like fully grown. So this is a really versatile plant, you guys. This could take full sun, part sun, even a little bit of shade. This can take dry soil, wet soil, something in between. This blooms in the fall. It stays more compact than the regular Joe Pye Weed. This just gets about 36 to 48 inches tall and about 24 inches wide. Again, zone 4 through 9. So a good fall bloomer. This could spread a little bit, so I might put it way back in the back there, just like on the other side of like my more formal bed. I have more natives that I plant that could just kind of take off, and it's a wetland area back there, so I think this is really going to like it. But this looks like a really cool alternative to the regular Joe Pye Weed, just because also the foliage is so pretty. It's so unique. It's just like this chocolatey color, but it does have green too. I think the reason why this one was so cheap was because, well, it got a little dried out, but also, as you could see, it's growing sideways. But that's okay, because it's a perennial that dies to the ground. It's not a shrub, so you know, as long as it roots in this year, in the spring it should look just fine. So I'll show you where I'm going to plant that. Again, that's chocolate Joe Pye Weed. Another name for Joe Pye Weed is Eupatorium. All right, the next one is a Liatris. This one is a more native Liatris called Floristan White or Blazing Star Liatris. It's about the same size as this chocolate Joe Pye Weed. It gets about 36 to 48 inches tall, about 20 inches wide. This needs full sun. It blooms July through September, so it's pretty long blooming. So I'll put a picture on the screen so you can see it fully grown. Really excited about this one. This one goes from zone 3 to 9, so it'll have the large spikes of white flowers, good for cutting. So we'll see. It says it's deer resistant, but I have had rabbits eat my other Liatris in the spring, so I think I might just keep it sprayed with some liquid fence. So I'll show you where that's going to go. This is gonna go probably in back here. I have some delphinium and I need some height. So I think this would be good to put with the delphinium. So I'll show you that. All right, this one is just getting ready to bloom. This is a late summer fall bloomer called Great Blue Lobelia. It's related to the cardinal flower. So I'll put a picture on the screen for you. So this will take full sun to part shade. It gets 2 to 4 inches tall, about 2 feet wide. Bloom time end of July through September. Bloom color is just this gorgeous blue. It's like I said, it's just starting to open. If you could see that there. This is a native that could spread a bit, so I might put it further back, like just on the other side of my more formal, tidier bed. Zone 3 through 8 on this one. Now something about Great Blue Lobelia, they're a good like woodland plant that can also take a lot of moisture. So that area back there is perfect because it's just adjacent to the wetlands. So yeah, if you have a place that is a little bit shadier and more moist, you might be able to try this Great Blue Lobelia. But like I said, remember it does spread. So make sure you just put it in an area that you don't mind it spreading. But it's great for pollinators, as most natives are. And the natives are very low maintenance as well. All right, you guys, so let me take you on a little tour. I'll get these planted up and I'll show you where they ended up. If you like videos like this, if you can give me a thumbs up so I know, that would be great. And subscribe to my channel, that would really help me out. Thanks guys, take care. Okay, garden friends, we got an overcast day here, so hopefully you can see everything pretty good. I'm going to show you where I decided to plant these. Now, excuse some of the bags of mulch I have out. I'm just doing some fall maintenance here on the beds before I do my September garden tour. So let me show you first where I decided to plant the Great Blue Lobelia. So over here gets a little more shade. So I thought this would be just a perfect spot. We have some astilbe that's just kind of fizzling out right in front of there. It's kind of brown, but in between the Sun King Aurelia on the right and the hosta on the left is where I put the lobelia. And I just have other various plants in here. A lot of hosta, a lot of veronica. That yellow hosta in the front is orange marmalade. And we have this lovely common elderberry that was here. It's a native when I moved in. So it's kind of taken over the back of this bed here, which I love. So let me give you a closer look at this Great Blue Lobelia. So this spot retains some moisture. Like I said, it's partial sun. And look at it's just opening there. I think these like blue and purple colors look awesome next to like the yellow in the Sun King Aurelia. And that variegated hosta on the left. So this has plenty of room back here. As you can see, it's lining this bed, like I said, is that native common elderberry. So this plant can just take off wherever it wants to go. It could fill this whole area back here. I just love it. I love purple and blue flowers. It's my favorite, and I love gold foliage. So I think it works back there. So, yeah, I can't wait till it just fills in. I need a fall bloomer over here, so everything's kind of fizzling out there, as you could see, especially the astilbe. So let me take you over here. This is where I planted the 3 other plants. Now, as you know, I removed a bunch of buckthorn from the back of my property here, so we're kind of left with a blank slate I'm trying to plant up. Now, behind this area is going to be a vegetable garden that I'm putting in the spring. This is going to be the path right there on the right to the vegetable garden. That's just going to be, about maybe 15 by 20. We'll see. So I have some plants planted in front here. There's mostly like gold spireas. There's some coneflowers up front. And then I have some delphinium, agastache in the back. We have all sorts of plants. I have some distressed clearance shrubs that I just put in back here as well. They'll look good next year. But as you can see, all this buckthorn mulch back here, I want to hide.
to give it a chance to break down. So this is where I decided to put the chocolate Joe Pye Weed. And it could take off back here. It could spread as much as it wants. I needed a fall bloomer. This is just perfect for right here. It's in between this snow mound spirea that blooms in spring, and we have like a distressed clearance 9 bark that's gold. It'll be more vibrant gold in the spring. We have some Angelonia in front, which is just an annual. It's not going to be there next year. So yeah, it could just take off back there. I'm excited. I've always wanted some Joe Pye Weed. I'm going to get some taller Joe Pye Weed for the very back of the property too. So in between these two delphiniums is where I decided to put this Blazing Star Liatris. So this is gorgeous. Look at these. They're like feathers. These white petals there on the flower spike. So yeah, it could take off over here too. I just wanted some taller perennials behind. This is a double play candy corn spirea, proven winners. So yeah, I think this will look great. I might even put a few more delphinium back there. We have some gold mound spirea. We even have like a brilliant stone crop sedum on the right. We have some more, let's see, that coneflower there is a Cheyenne Spirit. And this is where I decided to put the Amsonia because I needed a early spring bloomer. And this blooms, you know, the purplish blue flowers in the spring. It's not much to look at now since it was like a 75% off plant. But yeah, if I could have got more, I would. Because I think that those blooms next to these spireas are going to look amazing. So yeah, then they'll be a little bit taller. Can't wait for that all to fill in, guys. We're getting there. I mean, just a few weeks ago, I had to move out all the shade plants in this bed because we lost some trees. So this was like a partial shade area that turned into full sun. So yeah, I can't wait. I think it's going to look really good next year. A lot of the stuff is brand new. I just put that path in to the back of the property. Yeah, and we're filling it up over here, guys. And I planted a ton of hosta over here and just kind of trying to make a privacy hedge over here. So anyways, I hope you like that. Thanks for watching, guys, and happy gardening.